Mike, visual 30.
Visual 30, Whiskey Mike, Long Beach, target estimate, runway 30, clear to land.
30, clear to land, 30 on Mike.
Cherry departure, what's the call sign and position?
Helicopter 7683 Hotel at Maverick.
Helicopter 7683 Hotel, Long Beach Cherry behind us, inbound Cessna. Departure from Maverick, got you on this. South Cherry is approved, wind 2709.
Behind the Cessna, South Cherry approved, departure from Maverick at Mayon 83 Hotel.
November 64,
Set down wing 216, look off, looking for traffic.
Okay, left side is clear.
Okay, we'll be looking for traffic.
So apply a little forward cyclic to get a little airspeed. And now I just wait. Now the nose wants to come up, so I keep it down. So I need more and more forward cyclic. And now I have 40 knots. So I let the nose come up a little bit, 60 knots altitude, and I raise the collective. And you said I can raise until 23.5 inches of mercury, right? So this is 22 now. Left side is clear. You can check the right side.
Right side clear.
Thank you. And then we just fly along the Cherry. So this road below us, this is called the Cherry Road.
Cherry road, yeah.
And when we follow our roads, we always want to be on the right side of the road. So now we are on the right side of the Cherry Road.
Space approved on 26 left, wait for the action.
And I can climb up until I reach 500 feet. At the moment I'm at 400 feet. And at 450 I already start to lower the collective a little bit. Then I will level off at 500. This hill is called Signal Hill.
Yeah.
So after that we can climb to 700 feet. So now I will raise the collective again. So I will look at the horizon. Just keep my 60 or 70 knots, between 60 and 70 knots altitude. Raise the collective, a little windy. And now I climb a little more, now almost at 600 feet. Knots altitude, I look at the horizon. And now I'm at 700 feet, so I can increase the airspeed a little bit. And always when I depart an airport, I also like to do a gauge check. So, can you already do a gauge check?
Gauge check?
Yeah.
Cessna 783 Delta Golf, going to Pacific West, or touching your left at the river. 783 Delta Golf, Long Beach Tower, hold short, runway 26 left. Short, Pacific West, 783 Delta Golf. Delta 1 with the mic, turn left, taxi.
So,
underground.
We check all the gauges here, right?
Gauge check.
Obviously, tower time for 123, come back is visual.
Yeah, can you speak a little louder?
Gauge check, 123, 1 green. And sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay. I can explain it to you. It's only your first flight. It's totally fine. So what we have to check is all these gauges.
Yep.
Then this one. All the lights and the tags. So the engine and rotor RPM. And how you do it, you can decide yourself what sequence. Left side is clear. Can you check the right side? Is there somebody? No, right side is clear. Okay, we turn to the right, so Queen Mary. This big ship is Queen Mary. So we will continue with the gauge check now. So we have to check all these gauges I just mentioned. But we can decide by ourselves how we want to check them. So you can either start from top to bottom, or you start with these gauges and then go up. So you can do how you want. And I do it like this. I say 1, 2, 3 in the green. Amps are in the middle. Carpet is out of the yellow. caution and warning lights are off, tags are in the green, and we have a little more than half fuel. So gauge check is complete. So you can try to start it a little bit for next time, okay?
Okay.
But you're gonna see this much more often, so don't worry about it. Okay, climb a little higher. So now this is the harbor frequency. So can you do a position report? Do you already know how this is done?
Water peak, Victor 7680 Hotel, over Kimberley, heading westbound to Bami, over.
Yes, and you can also over Queen Mary at 800 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do a radio call, please.
Now?
Yeah.
Mobile traffic, helicopter 7680 Hotel, over Kimberley at 800 feet, heading westbound to Bami, over.
Nice, very good. It's called point firming, but other than that, really good radio call. Okay, so when you're ready, you can have the controls, okay?
Okay.
Feel ready?
Yep.
So you have the controls.
I am control.
First put your feet on and then you have control. Okay. This light, ignore it, it's a little shaking. Okay, let's try to look at the horizon and keep the 60 knots altitude. Okay. So at the moment we are a little too slow, so a little forward cycling. Yeah, that's good. Maybe a little more. Nice, team. That's very stable. So this is a nice 60 knots altitude.
Yep.
So if you see the horizon somewhere here on this crew or somewhere, you can keep it there.
Romeo, going to be doing S-turns over the breakwater 1,200 Palm Beach.
So you can keep the horizon where it is, and if you keep it there, you're going to stay at 60 knots.
Okay.
That's really nice. Then we can already do a fly check. So we check the horizon, fly, check, 60 knots, perfect. We don't have to adjust it.
Okay.
Then the next thing we can check is the VSA to make sure we're not climbing or descending. So fly, check. VSA shows we're just a little bit descending. So you can raise collective a little bit, and at the same time look at the horizon to keep your altitude. Okay, let's see if we are still at 60 knots. Fly, check. A little more than 60, so maybe a little off. Yeah, perfect, good adjustment. Fly, check. Still a little too fast. You can lower collective a little bit. Yeah, that's nice. Knots, 1,000 feet, that is perfect now. We have 60 knots exactly, and we are not climbing, not descending.
Okay.
Really good job. And also straight, we are not doing turns. That's really stable. Okay, there was traffic, but there's no factor now. Okay, let's try. We're gonna fly to confirm it, right? So you just fly straight to it. So this heading now is perfect. Very good job. Just try to keep this heading. And now let's try to go to 70 knots.
70 knots.
70 knots. So we need more forward cycling and a little raise collective. Nice, very good job raising the collective. Because if we just apply forward and don't raise, we will descend, right? So this is why we have to raise a little. Good job. And now keep the forward pressure. Okay, let's see if this is a good 70 knots altitude. Fly, check. Perfectly 70 knots.
Yep.
Let's see if we are not climbing or descending. Fly, check. Perfect, 0. Very good. So we are exactly at 1,200 feet. This is a nice altitude. We can stay here, 70 knots. Good job. So let's try to maintain that until we are at Point Fermin. And when we reach Point Fermin, you can do a position report, so you can already think about it. So we're going to be at Point Fermin and we want to fly to Point Vicente next. Okay, do you know the position report? Can you tell me?
Hover traffic, helicopter 7683 Hotel, over Point Fermin at 1,200 feet, heading westbound to Point Vicente Harbor.
That is perfect, yes. Okay, you can do that now.
Okay. Hover traffic, helicopter 7683 Hotel at 1,300 feet.
Over. Point Vicente.
Over Point Fermin.
Fermin, sorry, yeah. Heading to Point Vicente.
Heading westbound to Point Vicente Harbor.
Okay, so you can click the button and do it.
No?
Yeah.
Hover traffic, helicopter 7683 Hotel, over Point Fermin at 1,300 feet, heading westbound to Point Vicente Harbor.
Nice, really good call. Okay, before we turn, we also check our sides. So left side clear, right side
Clear.
no traffic. Okay. Then we look to the front, to the horizon, and then you turn until you have Point Vicente in front of you.
Okay.
Okay, that's already enough, so you can level off. Very smooth turning, very good, really nice and controlled. Okay, 70 knots altitude is perfect. Then you can try to fly 80 knots, okay?
80 knots.
Yes. Okay, that is a good attitude, let's keep this. And then we check if this is actually 80 knots. Fly, check. Almost 80, a little more, yeah, small inputs. Okay, let's keep the nose down. Don't let it come up, keep it down. Yeah, and keep this now. Fly, check, yes, 80 knots. Fly, check, and we're a little bit descending, so we can raise collectively. Yeah, that's enough, that's enough. Fly, check, we were a little too fast, but you already corrected for it, that's good. Make sure you look at the horizon. Fly, check. Oh, a little too fast, maybe a little aft. Yeah, not too much, it's too much. It's only very small inputs.
Okay.
Yes, nice, good correction now. So at the moment we are always down, up, so we're getting faster, slower, so let's try to maintain one attitude and one airspeed, okay?
Okay.
You can lower the collective a little bit. Yeah, good job, that's enough. And now let's go a little forward. This is now really stable, but not fast enough, so a little more forward. Yeah, and now just keep this. Fly, check. 80 knots, nice. But we are turning a little bit to the left, so a little right cyclic. Yes, good correction. Fly, check. 80 knots, perfect. Down, a little more forward, yeah. Fly, check. Not descending, not climbing. Really good. Okay, let's reduce the airspeed to 60 knots now.
60 knots.
Yes, please. There is one aircraft somewhere in front of us, below us. So we can, over here. Traffic inside, helicopter. Heli Harbor traffic, helicopter 83 Hotel over Trump National at 1,400 heading to Point Vicente Harbor. Okay, he's not doing any position reports. Okay, let's go 60 knots.
Long Beach practice area, 2727 Hotel Romeo over Angels Gate 2000, final call northbound, Long Beach.
He is flying over the ocean with an R22 at 700 feet. That's not recommended what he does. Okay, 60 knots is nice. Okay, now let's try to climb, okay? Let's try to climb with 500 feet per minute. So you keep the 60 knots altitude, you raise the collective until we have 500 feet per minute climb rate. No, don't get faster, we want to stay at 60 knots. You just raise the collective. Yes, so 60 knots altitude. Okay, fly, check, yeah. If we keep this attitude, we are a little too slow, so a little more forward. Not too much, a little smaller input steam, yeah. So the adjustments are really just small. Nose a little down, a little up, it's very small inputs. So this is now a 60 knots attitude. Keep a little forward pressure, yeah. Okay, a little forward. We're at 55, yeah, that's a good input, let's wait. Let's keep the forward pressure, let's keep the forward, yeah. Now we are 60 knots. And we are climbing, but not fast enough, so let's raise collective a little more. Raise collective a little more. Yes. And now we have almost 500 feet per minute, that's a good climb rate. Then we have a nice view over downtown. Okay, then let's go to 70 knots and lower collective a little bit to level off. And 70 knots, so a little forward cyclic. And don't turn, we want to fly straight. Knots, not climbing, not descending. Okay, next we're gonna try to do a left turn, and we wanna look at the horizon in the turn, and if we see the horizon moves up or down, we correct for it, so we keep our 70 knots, okay? That's a perfect attitude, and we just do a nice and smooth left turn. So the left side is clear?
Right side is clear.
Okay, let's keep the 70 knots and turn to the left. Okay, that's a good bank angle, you can keep this. And the raise collective a little bit, we are a little bit descending. Don't get too fast. Nice, that's a really good turn. A little forward cycling, forward, forward, forward. Now it comes up, a little forward. Yes. Nice, very good correction. Now we stay at 70. Fly, check, 70 knots. Very good job looking straight ahead. And then you can level off again. That was an awesome turn, really good job. Let's keep the 70, a little forward. Okay, then you can do a position report, please. Good job lowering the collective. You can say harbor traffic, KLGB 3 Hotel, over Point Vicente, 2500, heading to Point Fermin. So whenever you're ready, you can do the radio call.
Harbor traffic, helicopter 7680 Hotel, over Point Vicente at 1,500 feet, heading eastbound to Point Fermin Harbor.
Correction, 2,500 feet.
So we are at 2,500. But the rest was really good. Okay, let's get down to 1,000 or something. So let's lower the collective a lot. I'm gonna raise the carpet a little. And you can stay at 70 knots. So sometimes when you lower the collective, the nose wants to follow, so you have to correct for it. This is why we look at the horizon. And now we also turned a little bit, so let's turn back. A little right, and keep the 70 knots, and you can lower the collective a little more. And don't get too fast, a little aft. Yes. Little aft cyclic, yes. Now this is a good descent rate. Can get a little slower to 70 knots altitude, look at the horizon, and a little left cyclic, because at the moment we are turning. Yes, good job. Nice. You can lower collective a little more, that we descend a little more, and maybe a little right pedal. Can you see the trim strings? So at the moment they are not centered. If you give a little right pedal, it's centered, you see?
Yeah.
So keep this pressure now. 70 knots is perfect, we are descending with 500 feet, very good. So let's make sure we keep this attitude, that's really nice. bit more. Yes. So this below us is Trump National Golf Course.
Yep.
So if you want, you can do another position report. You can tell them over Trump National Golf Course at 2100, heading to Point Fermi.
Now?
Yes.
Hover traffic helicopter 7683 hotel over Trump Golf Club at 2100 feet, heading eastbound to Point Fermi. Hover.
Nice, good call. We are still descending pretty good. 70 knots is perfect attitude. If you keep the horizon where it is at this position, you're gonna keep that nice attitude. That's really nice. So now we are descending with 400 feet per minute. So every minute we're gonna lose 400 feet. So that's pretty nice actually. Yes, very good correction for the nose. So we have a little time, so I will do the gauge check. 1, 2, 3 in the green, MSAS center, copy, is out of yellow, caution and warning lights are off, tags are in the green, and we have a little less than half fuel. That's a really stable descent, really good job. I like it. Perfectly 70 knots, that's a very nice attitude. So what we can try at Point Fermi is we turn around, and while we turn around, we keep the 70 knots and we also keep descending, okay?
Okay.
But maybe if we turn steep, you have to maybe raise collective a little bit, because otherwise we will descend really fast. But we don't want to descend much faster than this. So we can actually already turn here. So let's turn to the left. Left side is clear.
Right side is clear.
Okay, keep your eyes to the front. Don't lose airspeed. Let's first go back to 70. Okay, now you can do the turn. Nose goes a little too much down, a little aft. Yeah. Yes, good job raising the collective. You're a little too fast. 70 knots. Fly, check. A little fast. Fly, check. Still a little fast, a little aft. Nice. Now we have Point Fermi in front of us again. You can level off here. You can stay 70 knots and level flight. That's perfect. Nice, really good turn. And let's do another position report and tell them heading towards Point Vicente.
Okay.
And we are at Point Fermi.
Hover traffic helicopter 7683 hotel over Point Fermi at 1200 feet, heading westbound to Point Vicente. Hover.
Nice, good job team. Get back to 70 knots. Okay, let's try to do a few S-turns, okay? So we do left and right. So let's first start with left turn, and you, at the same time, you try to maintain 70 knots and the same altitude, okay? So let's get a little forward cyclic to get to 70 knots altitude. Yes, that looks pretty nice, and then you can turn to the left. Nice. So make sure you don't lose airspeed. Yes, very good. Okay, now let's turn to the right. You don't have to turn that steep. You can a little shallower, like this. Now we also gained a little airspeed. Let's go back to 70 knots. That looks like a 70 knots altitude to me. So you don't have to turn very steep. Okay, let's do another shallow turn to the left. One aircraft over there, no vector. Okay, and back to the right. Don't turn too steep, yeah, that's enough. You can just wait now. That's a nice turn, little out cycling. Yeah, so you're a little too fast. Now the nose comes up, don't let it come up. Forward cycling. You see the nose comes up, yes. Now good correction. And then we can turn back to straight to Point Vicente. Okay, then let's try to do a little steeper turn to the right this time. So let's reduce the airspeed to 60 knots. So when you reduce the airspeed, you can also lower the collective a little, because otherwise you will climb. Yes, that's pretty nice. 60 knots altitude, that looks awesome. So we're gonna do a little steeper turn to the right. So, and when we do a steep turn, we also have to raise the collective a little bit, okay?
Okay.
So the left side is clear.
Right side is clear.
Okay, and let's turn to the right. And you look at the horizon. And we turn a little steeper this time. Yes, that's a pretty steep turn, so you can raise collective a little bit. Nice, that's a good turn. Fly, check, 60 knots. Fly, check, not climbing, not descending. Oh, we're getting a little fast, a little out cycling. Now we are at 70, let's go back to 60. Fly, check. Yes, back to 60. And you can level off and fly straight. Nice, that's very stable. Really good job. Okay, let's go back to 70 knots. And you can bring us back down to 1000 feet. So you can lower the collective. Knots altitude is perfect, and the descent rate is also very good. That's really stable, Dean. Really good job. And at Point Fermin, you can already think about a radio call. You can tell them we are at over Point Fermin, our altitude, and we are heading to Queen Mary.
The heading is east?
Yeah, heading eastbound to Queen Mary, or just heading to Queen Mary. You don't have to say eastbound. You can just say heading to Queen Mary.
Okay.
Let's get back to 70. Maybe a little right pedal when we are descending. Yes, and left cycling. Left cycling. Yeah. So now we are a little bit crabbing. So the heading is over there, and we're flying over there. So we're flying a little sideways. That's okay. So let's fly a little more right pedal maybe. Can lower collective a little more to make sure we are still descending. We want to go to 1000. You can already do the position report if you want.
Harbour traffic helicopter 7680 hotel over Point Fermin at 1200 feet, heading to Queen Mary Harbour.
Nice, good job. Okay, let's turn to Queen Mary. Left side is clear.
Right side is clear.
Then you will look at the horizon again, to the front, and you turn to Queen Mary. Nice, very nice turn. Perfectly 70 knots. So before we go back, we need the 80s information of Long Beach.
Yeah.
So if you can try to use your left hand and change the frequency. to 127.75. Nice, that's very stable. So if you feel like you're not stable anymore, you can just stop, look up, stabilize first and then go on, okay?
Okay.
But that was very stable, good job. So now this is already prepared, so when we are closer we can then listen to it. But now it's prepared, so we have always want to be ahead of the aircraft. So let's stay at least 60 knots, 1000 feet is great. Yes. So we can do a gauge check. Maybe we can do it together. So I will just tell you. So what do we say here? 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Green.
Amps.
Half of
Amps are in the middle.
amps of the middle.
Carpet.
Carpet.
So this area here is normally yellow. And when the pointer is in the yellow, it's not good. Then we have to raise the carpet.
Okay.
But now it's not in the yellow, so we say out of the yellow.
Out of the yellow.
Carpet out of the yellow, so that's good.
Carpet out of the yellow.
Exactly. Caution and warning lights.
No warning light.
All off, exactly. No warning lights. Good job. And tags.
RPM is on green light.
In the green, yes. So you can say RPM in the green or tags, because they are called tachometers. But you can also say RPM in the green.
RPM is
And fuel is a little, so this one is half, this is a little less than half, less, so in total a little less than half.
less than half.
Yes, so you can lower the collective a little bit to go below 1000, maybe 800 feet now. And you can fly between 60 and 70 knots. If you can, 70 would be perfect. Nice, very good descent. We're going a little bit to the right, so a little left per second. Yes, perfect. Now we are straight. So when we change the frequency now, then we could not hear the traffic here anymore, right? So what we can do is we can just monitor the standby frequency, and then we can hear both. Okay? So if I click monitor, you can already hear it. But not very good. Let's get a little closer.
Okay.
Level off here. Go to 60 knots. Fly to Queen Mary. Norwich Tower, helicopter 7683 Hotel, over Queen Mary at 800, requesting South Redondo arrival and pad assignments with Echo.
Helicopter 7683 Hotel, Sheriff South Redondo approved.
South Redondo approved, 83 Hotel. Nice.
What's up, 383 Hotel, contact tower 120.5.
Tower 120.5, 83 Hotel. Helicopter 7683 Hotel over Queen Mary, inbound for pad assignments.
Helicopter 7683 Hotel, Long Beach Tower, South Redondo approved, report tank form.
approved, report tank farm 83 Hotel.
Okay, you can go to 700 feet. You can lower collective a little bit. Now that's perfect. Level off. Few birds over here. And now when we are over the beach, we fly along the beach. So the left side is clear.
Right side is clear.
Nice. So now we're gonna fly along South Redondo Street. So we have to find the Redondo Street. So this is Lake Cherry, it's also a street, so we're just gonna follow the street. Little left cyclic, yes. And we can stay at this altitude, that's nice. And you see, this building here is a nice indication, we can easily find that.
Yeah.
And a little bit after this building, we have that one with the red roof. Can you see that? The yellow building?
Yeah, I see.
And this next, the street next to this building is South Redondo. So when we are just before over there, we're gonna turn left, and then we're gonna fly on the right side of the street. Okay, so I think this is a good point to turn, so the left side is clear.
Right side is clear.
And you can start to turn slowly. We look to the front again. Nice.
Number 873 Charlie, Long Beach Tower, runway 26 right, quick pick up.
You can raise collective a little bit, because we are descending now really fast because of the turn. Okay, now you can level off. So this is Redondo, and we just follow the street.
Okay.
And these white buildings here in front of us, this is called the tank farm. So all these white tanks over there.
Tank farm.
Tank farm, yes.
Yeah.
So he told me I have to report when we are at the tank farm. So when we are there, I will just say helicopter 83 Hotel over the tank farm.
Over tank farm.
Yeah, because then
Number 268, runway 26 right. Clear, actually extend downwind for 268.
Extend downwind for 268.
Okay, and we can, at the tank farm, we should be at 500 feet, so we can just lower collective a little bit, stay at 70 knots. Nice. And as soon as you're close to 500, you can raise the collective again to level off. Now you can maybe descend a little more. Little windy, just make sure our inputs stay smooth. We don't want to do big inputs. Then we just ride the wind a little bit. So if we are going left, right, and because of the wind, that's totally
Number
fine.
30 Charlie, turn crosswind and extend downwind.
Cross and extend downwind 30 Charlie.
Helicopter 83 Hotel over tank farm. Southwest 615 Long Beach Tower, runway 30, clear pick up.
30, clear pick up, Southwest 615.
Helicopter 83 Hotel, hold south of the tower.
Hold south of the tower, 83 Hotel. Okay, so we can lower collective a little bit, we're a little too high. And always before we land, we do a landing check. The landing check is the same as a gate check, just we also raise the carpet all the way up. So I raise it up now, so now it's all the way up, so it's on. And then 1, 2, 3 in the green, EMSA centered, carpet is always yellow. Caution and warning lights are off, tags are in the green, and we're good on fuel. You can go to 60 knots now.
Helicopter 83 Hotel, you can continue inbound and hold east of runway 30.
Continue inbound, hold east of runway 30, 83 Hotel. So now we can continue inbound.
605, runway 26 right, cleared lane.
So we fly, this is the runway here, runway 26. And you see these white aiming points here and here on the runway.
Yeah.
So we're gonna fly in the middle of them, okay?
Okay.
So I will do that now. So I have controls.
You have control?
I have controls. So I will go to 60 knots, 500 feet is perfect. And in between these aiming points, I can cross the runway. And I have to be at least at 500 feet. The left side is clear.
Your departure, good day, Southwest 615.
And then we turn to the right here. And I want to make sure I keep my 60 knots.
Number 3 Charlie, number 2 falling assessment on a 3-mile final, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Number 2, 26 right, clear to land, 2 Charlie.
And Now he told us hold east of runway 30. This is runway 30. There is an airplane coming in, you see?
Oh, yeah, I see.
And now we have to hold east because this guy has to land before us. So this is the east side of the runway, so I'm just gonna do turns here. The left side is clear.
Right side.
Helicopter 83 Hotel, pass 4 or 2, clear to land.
Pad 4, clear to land, 83 Hotel.
Okay, so we are clear to land. Left side is clear.
Right side.
So this is my base, now I turn final. And so the big pad here, this is pad 3. The one on the right is pad 4. And the small one on the left is pad 2. And he said pad 4 clear to land. Okay, when we are on final, we always switch the carpet off, so we push it down. So you can please push down the carpet. All the way down, then we have more power available. Pretty strong headwind here. And here we are. Left side is clear. Okay, pretty strong wind actually. Back to the pad here.
Number 268, turn left, kilo 2, contact room.
And now we have a strong tailwind. That's not good. I'm gonna turn a little into the headwind. Okay, so in front of us there is a windsock. Can you see this windsock?
Yeah.
So this helps us to identify where the wind is coming from. So it seems like the wind is pretty much from the west, and it's pretty strong. Maybe a little more to the right. I think it's northwest.
Number 30 Charlie, go run.
And like this, with a headwind, it's much easier to hover. So I can introduce you a little bit to the first hover practice, so you can feel out how it feels to hover. So you see this white, this yellow sign in front of us with kilo 3. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try to maintain our nose in this direction, okay?
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you the pedals, then you can try to maintain our nose over there, okay?
Yep.
So you can put your feet on the pedals, and then you have the pedals.
Heather.
You have the pedals. Okay. Okay, then try to maintain our heading on this sign. The left pedal, more left. Okay, F controls.
Yeah, better.
Okay, so if I take controls, you have to take it off really fast. So it's very windy today, so we have to be very careful. Maybe not the best day for hover practice, but a little bit is okay, I think. Just have to be aware, as soon as the nose moves to the right, we have to correct for it as soon as we can, okay?
Turn to the airplane landing.
Helicopter 5 Papa Delta, pass 3, clear to go.
That's 3, clear for takeoff. takeoff 5 Papa Delta.
Okay, so you have the pedals again.
I have pedal.
You have the pedals. Try to maintain our heading. A little left pedal. Yeah. Nice. A little more left, left, left. Left, 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 left. Left, left. More left. Yes, and now right. Yes, good job. A little more left now. Left, left, left. Yes, very good. That's pretty stable. Little left pedal. Little more left. Nice, very good. So, what helps me a lot is, I have controls for a second. I have controls.
You have control?
I have controls. You put your feet off when I say that. So, now your foot is on like this. But it's much easier if you put only the toes on, only the tip of your feet, okay?
Okay.
That helps me a lot, then you have a better feeling. Okay. This light, what's going on with this light? Because it's not true. Okay, you have controls. You have the pedals.
I have pedal.
You have the pedals. Nice, very good. That's really stable. Okay, so I'm gonna climb now a little bit. And if I raise the collective, what pedal will you need there? Oh, left pedal, left pedal. So make sure if you apply... Okay, I have the pedals.
You have the pedal?
So make sure if you want to apply left pedal, you don't block your right pedal. Because then you cannot press it. Because if you press down the left pedal, the right pedal comes up, right?
Okay.
So you cannot block it. Okay, that light is really annoying. Okay. So you have the pedals.
I have pedal.
You have pedals. So if I climb and raise the collective, what pedal do you think do you need more? Left pedal, left pedal?
Left pedal.
So we have to make sure we keep our heading, otherwise the nose swings to the right really fast. Left pedal, left pedal. Don't block it with your right foot. This is really annoying. Okay, so let's keep our nose in this heading, that's pretty good. Okay, that's a good heading, so let's keep it here. So if I raise the collective, what pedal do you think do you need?
Left pedal.
Exactly. So I'm gonna slowly raise the collective to climb, and you keep our nose straight, okay?
Okay.
Nice, very good job, team. Really good. Climb a little more. Yes, okay. And now I will go back down. Left pedal a little, yeah. If I go back down, the nose probably swings to the left.
Okay.
So maybe you need a little right pedal, but you just focus on keeping the nose straight, okay?
Okay.
I'm going down now. Nice, very good job. Okay, so I think you can also control the collective. So I'm gonna give you the collective as well, okay?
Okay.
So you have the pedals and the collective.
I have the pedals and collective.
A little left pedal, left pedal. Right now, okay, nice. Okay, and try to maintain the same altitude. So when we go down, you have to raise a little. Okay, not too much, because then we climb too much. Yes. Nice, good correction. So try to find a good setting of the collective that we stay at the same altitude. Yes, that's really nice. And now we are in a really nice altitude. Really stable. Okay, you can slowly try to bring us into a high hover, okay? So you slowly raise the collective and get us higher in the air.
Okay.
A little more, a little higher. And now we are going back down. So as soon as you feel you go back down, raise a little more. So you can raise a little more now. left pedal when you raise. Yes. Nice. Okay, now try to keep us here in this height. So when the helicopter wants to go down, you raise a little bit. But now just keep us here. Raise a little, raise, we're going down. Yes, good correction. Very good. Really stable. Let's try to find a good setting that we are not descending and not climbing. At the moment I feel like we are climbing a little bit.
Okay.
Yes, a little lower. Yeah, that was a really good input. A really small, nice collective input. Good job. Okay, now we are descending. Raise a little. Yeah. Raise a little. Yes. Yeah. As soon as you feel you're descending, you have to raise.
Number 268, turn base, runway 26 right, third left.
Okay, then let's bring us back into a low hover. So very slowly release a little pressure. Yes, that was good. Now we just wait a little bit. Now we release a little more pressure. We want to go down very slowly and controlled.
Okay.
Lower a little more. Yeah, not too much. Let's just wait. And wait. Okay, raise a little bit. Nice. Gonna bring us back here. Very good. So the thing is, when we are getting closer to the ground and we don't change the collective, we will go down and back up. Okay. Down and back up. This is because when we are closer to the ground, our performance is better. Okay? So always when we wanna go down and stay down, we have to lower the collective a little more when we are down, okay?
Okay.
So now a little down, otherwise we will go up. You see, now we are climb again. Left pedal. Little more left pedal, left pedal. Nice. Okay, now we are climbing, we don't want to climb. Let's go back down. We are climbing now, Dean, so lower collective. Yes. Okay, let's leave the collective, maybe raise a little bit to slow down the descent. Okay, now lower a little more. Lower, lower, lower. Yeah, small inputs. Now let's just wait a little until we go down, and when we stop going down, you lower more. Now you can lower more. Lower more, lower more. And a little more, and a little more. So as soon as you feel we are not descending, you lower a little more. No, and lower more. You start to climb. Push it a little down. And now lower more, lower more.
Down more?
Yeah, lower more. And now raise a little. Because when we want to go close, lower, left pedal, left pedal. And right pedal. So I feel like you're blocking. Okay, I have controls.
You have control?
I have controls. I feel like you're blocking your pedals by yourself. So you want to apply left pedal, and then you're blocking it with the right. And also when you apply right pedal, you block it with the left foot. So make sure you don't block it.
Okay.
But other than that, it was really controlled now. So your climb was really nice, and also the descent, and very good pedal work. Although we have really hard conditions today.
Okay.
So I think it's a little too windy for the cycling, but next time we can try the cycling, okay?
Yeah.
So for now we just go back. So you can try to do a gauge check, please. You can do a gauge check.
Gauge check?
Gauge check, yes.
Gauge check 1 to 3 on green. I'm on middle. Carb out of yellow. No warning light. And RPM is on.
Nice, good job. Okay, then I will check the runway. Nobody on the runway, so I request that we can go back. Helicopter 83 Hotel at bed 4, requesting left traffic and landing at Maverick. Affirmative, 83 Hotel.
Pad 4, clear for takeoff, landing Maverick.
Bed 4, clear for takeoff, landing at Maverick at my own risk. 83 Hotel. So, yeah, let's do a max performance takeoff. So with this wind we can take off like this. This is the max performance takeoff. So actually we are already too fast. Here it's even better. We are actually taking off horizontally. Now I increase the airspeed a little bit. So normally we cannot do this, but today we have such strong wind, so we can do that.
69.5 at the Long Beach Tower. Just be advised, the radio here on is bleeding over onto the other frequency. I can almost hear exactly what you're saying on the other tower. Runway 26 left, clear for takeoff, crew is posted. Tuesday counter ground, and it'll be 19.4 for tower on the next one.
Left side is clear.
We'll set to ground at 19.1, the next one, 26.
Left side is clear.
Right side